What's good, everybody? It's Big Game James, man. I'm back in these streets. We in these combine streets, huh? The combine's going down. Time to talk about some things right quick. Shout out to everybody. Hello, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're at. Hope you're having a good day, and I hope you have a great weekend getting ready to come up. Well, I'm going to jump right to the chase. Dallas Cowboys staff, they're at the combine. I'm not really going to talk too much about the combine until it's over. Shout out to my dog J Tuck. He's out there turning up. Do your thing, big dog. Do your thing. But just want to go over briefly, what I thought. My thoughts of Brian Schottenheimer being there, the whole staff being there, and Osa Odighizuwa. So, first, I'm going to talk about my thoughts on Osa Odighizuwa. They're talking about in the streets that there could be a 4-year deal on the table soon for Osa Odighizuwa being re-signed. I've been hearing a lot of things from one side on the other side. This is my side. I told you I was cool with Osa Odighizuwa coming back. I said eventually you can't just let everybody walk. And there's been a lot of players that they've already drafted and developed, and they went to other places. I've already talked about that months and months ago, documented it, so go check the tape. And when I talked about it, from the draft picks from 2016 all the way to 2023, how many people they drafted and developed and kept. So I've already talked about that. But I want to say this. I've been down with saying I'm cool with Osa coming back. At the $20 million clip, they just said I just made a video about 3 videos ago where they talked about the salary cap is going up again, and they said it was raising $53 million in 2 years. So that's a significant jump. So $20 million, yeah, that sounds crazy. What, 21 million? Well, Jonathan Allen, he's coming out of his last year of his deal. He made $15 million. You know what I mean? So he making $15 million. Osa's getting 20. Jonathan Allen's 30. Osa Odighizuwa is 26. I don't see, and if you were to let Osa walk, then I would say attack Jonathan Allen because he's the 3 tech, because I like Jonathan Allen. I like him a lot, especially when they said he was going to be out all year. He tore his pec, and he came back and finished the last 2 games of the season. He's a dog. He's an animal. He's a monster, and I would love to have him. But if you sign Osa Odighizuwa, you're not going to get a Jonathan Allen because both of them play the same position. Although you can both play them together, I just don't see Dallas jumping out there and getting real busy like that. I just feel like, they'll go hard and say, hey, we went and got Osa, so we signed our own, so we ain't really going to be players. That's what I hope they don't do, but I'm already assuming that's what they do. They got to show me different, in my opinion. But I love Jonathan Allen. There's some other big D-techs out there D-techs that you can get out there that can really help the team too. I'm more so looking at the 0 under 1. Somebody to help out Mozzie, somebody be a plugger. I don't necessarily need the pass rushing. If you want to have that, that's awesome. But I'm not really laying my head on that. We need some guys that can stuff, take on the center and the guard, can really show up them gaps, can really release your linebackers so they can be free to be able to play the way they want. Now, I know Linville Joseph and Jordan Phillips wasn't what you wanted, but in that Cleveland game, they played the way that you were supposed to play, and they allowed your linebackers to be free and make plays, and it makes your defense better. And so although I would love an attacking defensive tackle, a 3 tech, I don't think this was just a big payday for Osa. He's been consistent. He's only missed 1 game. And I'm sorry, I'm not saying he's upper echelon, but I don't know that. I don't think there's a ceiling right now. I think he can still continue to get better. And I think if Osa went to a different squad, like a playoff team or something like that, he definitely would make a difference. Now, is he that guy that you sign and say, this is our guy, he's going to be the difference maker, he's going to change the whole game? I don't think he's that at all. But I think he's an important piece that you need to keep on this team to continue to build that defensive line the way you want. Remember, we in these work streets, but as I said before, I don't think Osa Odighizuwa by himself, if he's that guy, if you were to get him, he's going to instantly change your defense. But if you pair him with other people, it makes it good. So one part of you could say, well, I ain't spending no $20 million on somebody who's like that. You feel me? But I feel like he's an important piece to Dallas. So if Dallas invests in that and they still grab another DT in the draft or maybe in free agency, I feel like it makes Osa even better. So that's why I'm cool with bringing him back, because I like Osa. That's just me. So now my kind of top off is talking about Schottenheimer and the staff. I just want to say this, that I mean, if winning Super Bowls was based on personalities, Brian Schottenheimer he'd be having like 5 or 6 Super Bowls, probably win them every year. Libra gang, I done told you, I love Schottenheimer because of what he is as a personality. I'm gonna say the Libra gang again. But I mean, if you just listen to it was like a 20-something minute interview. Man, the dude is just very informational. He breaks everything down. He gives you real answers. When he talks about having hard conversations, talking about free agency, just growth and development, bringing the whole staff down there, really understanding what they are. I think, from the staff perspective, I think this is a good staff because I really like Schottenheimer. I really like him. I don't care what people were saying. I remember, when he got brought on, everybody was dissing the hire, dissing him. Man, he been in the league 25 years, man. Y'all Cowboys, you know what? Like I said, we don't like how the process happened, but I think Schottenheimer will be a good coach, in my opinion. Because I watched some of them interviews with Jason Garrett. He wasn't as personable as no damn Brian Schottenheimer. Brian Schottenheimer gives you real answers, real conversations, real answers, real talk. That's why I mess with him. He don't sugarcoat it to me. He gonna keep it real with you, and that's what you need when you're talking about this game of football. And I just feel like these players now want you to keep it real with them. And I don't know if Mike McCarthy was kept it real all the time. And from what I heard, Jason Garrett didn't keep it real. And I ain't like Garrett. I'm sorry. But I just feel like Schottenheimer going to keep it real. I feel like when he talks about having those hard conversations, those real conversations, I think that's the biggest selling point for him, is that he knows how to talk to people. He knows how to talk to the interviewers, the reporters, keeping it real with them. He knows how to talk to his coaches, not being disrespectful to them, making sure there's a healthy respect. And I feel like he's going to do that with the players. And I feel like that's going to go a long way. And when he talked about culture building, I feel like this is the first time in a long time that there will be real culture building, because I believe Brian Schottenheimer really believes in that. And I feel like that's what he's really going to stress and really present. So like I said, I love the staff because I like Brian Schottenheimer. I like the mix of some vets. I like the new guys, college guys. I like first timers. It's a great blend. But I think he's going to be the great leader of it. So I just kind of ended with that. I ain't going to talk to y'all too long. I'm going to watch the rest of this combine, see, what these guys do. But with that 12th pick, it's probably going to be a running back. You talked about what he really expected and what he wanted in the running game. Really been stressing the running game and contact balance, and that's what Genty has. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that 12th pick, but I definitely feel like it's most likely going to be a running back, and probably one of those top guys, which, hey, it's cool with me. I don't care, but I just want to say kudos to Brian Schottenheimer. I really like what he's building, like what he's doing. And really, like I said, this is all on the front office. If the front office doesn't keep it real and really help him as a coach, then it was a mistake for y'all to even hire him if y'all going to do him like that. So the front office really needs to continue to step its game up and continue to help Brian Schottenheimer and his staff become great. Because if y'all don't do that, like y'all have left them players out, it's going to be the same thing. And I keep talking about that. Big Game James, I'm out. Peace.